out by the riverbend, under the sky's embrace, where oak trees whisper secrets in their ancient sacred space. Her laughter was a melody, like rain on dusty ground. We carved our names on ashwood bark, where our promises were bound. Oh, the riverbend cries with the lonesome sound. Echoes of her footsteps are shadows on the ground. The saddle's worn, the porch is bare, where we used to dream under starlit canopies. Now nothing's as it seems. The wind sings through the empty cabin where we used to lie. Gravel roads to town have faded under sorrow's heavy sky. Her scarf a splash of crimson lost in the swirl of time. I roam these wilds a ghost among the pines. Yes, the riverbend cries, it mourns what's past. Its waters hold the reflection of a love that couldn't last. The oak now shields a lone man's dreams, the trails and I roam. Footsteps in the dust, headed forever home. By that river bend, I've grown old with the setting sun. Learn that losing your heart is a battle never won. Each twilight brings her whisper on the breeze, she's still so near. In the rustle of the leaves I feel her tears. The riverbend cries a deep mournful tune, like a cowboy's soul under the haunting moon. I walk these banks till my days are done, for in the river's song our hearts beat as one. The riverbend cries, and so too do I, in nature's cradle beneath the vast open sky.
Out in the shadow of the old oak tree, where the scars you left are worn by the breeze, My boots, they stir the dust of our forgotten dreams. On a porch where silence cuts deep, echoes of your laughter in the old creeks hum by the gravel road where we'd watch the setting sun. This heart you shape, now hollow and resigned, dances with shadows on the walls of my mind. Under moonlit sorrows and starry blinds, I carry the weight of a hollow heart left behind. The cabin's empty where your loved ones lay. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm of disarray. These trails once are paradise, now cold and stray. The winds whisper stories of the dust turning gray. The saddle untouched awaits your gentle hand. In dreams I still ride with you across this lonesome land. This heart you shape, now hollow and resigned, dances with shadows on the walls of my mind. Under moonlit sorrows and starry blinds, I carry the weight of a hollow heart left behind. Change course through the plains, but what's lost in the flood is the heart's remains. No turning back the seasons, no rerunning old reins. In the mirror, a cowboy with nothing but chains. This heart you shape, now hollow and resigned, echoes a ballad for what's left behind. As the sunset fades into the night's design, I'm the keeper of a hollow heart, forever confined. In the whisper of the wind, in the dust I ride, with a hollow heart left behind, a hollow heart left behind.
In the shadow of an oak, where the prairie wind blows cold, sat a cabin, walls of whispers, stories seldom told. Beneath the porch light flickering, with every creaking sound, was there I left a scarlet scarf where my heart was bound. Her laughter in the aspen leaves, her sorrow in the ground. That lonely fire tied down. Oh, the skies recall her name in hues of flame and frown. Silhouettes of our past, like shadows, dance around. Every sunset bleeds a memory, colors she once wore. Lonely fire tied down, burns but ain't warm no more. Years have turned the trails dust over, hoof prints disappear, gravel roads lead to nowhere. Bring me back right here, where the oak tree's grown older, The porch sags along, echoes of her footsteps like whispers now are gone. The scarf's faded, threads worn, just like the love we'd sown in that place she'd once called home. Oh, the skies recall her name in hues of flame and frown, silhouettes of our past like shadows dance around. Every sunset bleeds a memory in colors she once wore. Lonely fire tied down, burns but ain't warm no more. And I wander these empty trails where the wild winds are roamed, looking for a sign or a reason, the seeds of sorrow sown. But all I find is the echo of the words we said too soon, underneath a bittersweet crescent moon. So the skies keep her story in the whispers of the town, her laughter in the wind, her tears in the rain that pounds. Every night I face the stars where our love was sworn, lonely fire tied down by the heart forever warm. Yes, this fire's tied down, but oh, it still burns on. On the edge of Laramie, where the oaks grow wide and tall, found a cabin, walls of whispers in the shadows of the fall. She laughed under the porch light, scarf dancing with the breeze, her smile like a secret that brought me to my knees. But her smile hides like the sun behind the storm. In her eyes a quiet sorrow, a heart torn. Every sunset paints her shadow on the trail she used to roam. And her smile hides a love that never found its home. Years have turned the roads worn down, gravel turned to dust. That old porch now silent, boards giving way to rust. Oak leaves whisper stories in the winds of passing time, of the girl with eyes like fire and the boy she left behind. Her smile hides like the moon behind the cloud. In her laugh a longing buried, never loud. Now the cabin's empty echo plays the tune of faded dreams, where her smile hides and nothing's as it seems. Underneath the starlit expanse I replay our lost chance, as the prairie calls me forth with a whisper akin to lore. In the fabric of the land I now understand, love's a wild untamed horse running its course. Her smile hides beneath the endless drifting skies.
in her grace, a solitude that never dies. Every trail I wander, every dusty road I roam, brings me back to her smile, a love that never found its home. And in the quiet of the dawn, before the world wakes to move on, her smile hides in the heart of a cowboy forever drawn.
In the sleepy shade of the old oak tree, where the wildflowers whispered and waited for thee, we carved our names enshrined in bark underneath the sky till the world turned dark. That old porch swing where we danced with the wind, a waltz of whispers where my dreams had grinned. Shattered glass drifts on a gravel road, each piece of memory a story told. The sunset bleeds through the clouds so vast, and I'm holding shadows where the light won't last. Oh, how the silence it weeps and laughs in the echo of your voice and shattered glass. The days on dusty trails, now just faded tracks beneath my nails. That cabin stands solemn and alone, its empty halls play our love's last tone. Your scarf still lies on the cedar chest, a splash of color for a heart unrest. On a gravel road, each piece of memory a story told. The rain taps gently on windowsills past, mocking each promise that didn't last. Oh, how the silence it weeps and laughs in the echo of your touch and shattered glass. Carries whispers of what could have been through the rustling leaves or the rolling din. And I see your reflection in streams running clear in each fleeting shadow. I feel you near. Shattered glass drifts and I follow its trail, a mosaic of dreams, love's point veil. Every shard of tale under twilight's expanse, in the dance of the dust I give one last glance. Oh, how the silence it weeps and laughs, forever lost in this sea of shattered glass. This ballad captures the melancholy and poignant beauty of love lost, where every physical element around recounts a part of the narrative, adding layers to the emotional landscape of the song.
In a valley where the oak trees shadow the road, lies a cabin with its timber silver like old bones. Through that doorway walked a love as wild as the land. Under moonlight we swore forever, scarves on our hands. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled. That old house carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters where my heart lays. on the porch of broken dreams, through the sun's dying rays. Years have wandered, like the rivers change their course, empty saddles. Dust settles with no remorse, where her laughter hung like rain in thirsty air, now just whispers, and a faded scarf left on that chair. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled, that old house carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters where my heart lays, on the porch of broken dreams, through the sun's dying rays. And I've seen sunsets bleed and fade into the night, but her eyes, that fire still burns too bright. In this quiet town where memories roam like ghosts, I'm just a shadow, in love with what I miss the most. Cold and mild, still that old house carved keeps me beguiled. A rider alone, trails fading into the dusk. With every whisper of the wind, I feel the pulse of lost musk. So I'll sit here where old oaks weep and time is blurred, in the silence with my sorrow, the echoes unheard, in the old house carved where my soul forever stays, watching horizons, holding on to forgotten days.
Out where the oak tree shadows weave along the creek where I told you to leave, the gravel cracked under your boots so worn there in the dusk of that early morn. Your scarf had danced a farewell in the breeze, left me alone with my memories. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. Porch still creaks, but it's empty now. The door swings loose with a solemn vow. Rain taps on the windows, a sad old tune, under the watch of a cold silver moon. The saddle hangs untouched, it's true, just like the heart you broke into. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. What's left of love when the fire burns out? Just ash gray skies and a heart full of drought. But that old pine box where dreams lay to rest keeps you alive, pounding deep in my chest.
trail remembers and never forgets the laughs, the tears, and those sunset regrets. I walk these roads beneath stars overhead, with you my ghost and the words never said. Every step, every sigh's a desperate plea on this lonely trail where you're still with me.
In the shadow of the oak, where we first said our names, there's a cabin choked by ivy, with the windows cracked and strained. Porches creak where you once danced, under moonlight's soft parade. And the halls are heavy, silent, as if they still call your name. Old house, please, as the wind swept cries echo through these broken beams and under rusted skies. Every creaking wood a story, every sigh a plea. Old house bleeds, and in its heart so do I. Where the gravel road lies weary, where our dreams used to run wild, now just whispers float on breezes from the ghost of your sweet smile. Gone the laughter in the evening, gone the firelight's warm embrace, left here standing with the shadows in the dust of your grace. Old house, please, as the wind swept cries echo through these broken beams and under rusted skies. Every creaking wood a story, every sigh a plea. Old house bleeds, and in its heart so do I. There's an old scarf you left hanging on the hook beside the door, just a fragment of your fabric, but it cuts me to the core. And I wonder as I wander if you're wandering too, through the trails that keep us tangled in the thorns of something true. Old house weeps, but the tears are mine, mingled in the dust where your hand once held mine. If these walls could speak, they'd whisper of the day when the winds might clear the sorrow, but never blow it all away. Old house bleeds beneath the endless sky, holding on to echoes of our whispered lullaby. With every setting sun and each rising moon, old house bleeds and waits for you. Shadow of the old oak tree, where you carved our name so wild and free. The wind whispers through the leaves, a silent chill. Beneath that oak, unspoken words stood still. A scarf you left hangs on the porch, faded by sun, a gray weathered torch, reminding me of the laughter, now silent and shrill, where once we danced, unspoken words stood still. Oh, how
how the prairie moon wept in vain over gravel roads where echoes speak your name. Each sunset dips in colors you once adored, but your memory, a shadow, nothing more. Saddles gather dust in an empty room, like my heart in corners where cobwebs loom. Paths we rode now overgrown against my will. In this quiet town, unspoken words stood still. The rain tapped soft on the old cabin's glass, each drop a tear from the storms that pass. They speak of times your warmth could fill. Now they're just rain, and unspoken words stood still. Oh, how the prairie moon wept in vain over gravel roads where echoes speak your name. Each sunset dips in colors you once adored, but your memory, a shadow, nothing more. If silence were a river, wide and deep, I'd sail it quiet where lost loves sleep. But mine flows through the canyon against the grain, through wild lands where my heart remains. So here I stand where the old oak sighs, a lone figure beneath the vast unending skies. The prairie moon still weeps, but I implore for quiet peace where unspoken words soar. Echoes of you like the wind forever will haunt these lands where unspoken words stood still.
Out beyond where the oak trees mark the line, by a dusty trail her old wooden wagon lies. Years have worn the paint, the wheels no longer turn. Where we'd watch the sunset blaze and talk of dreams to earn. The wagon cries in the wind like it knows about the sin of letting go too soon under that silent silver moon. Echoes of her laugh in the shadows that it casts. This lonely heart just rides with the wagon cries. We had a cabin built of hope on a gravel road so fine. Her scarf still on the porch sways like she's still mine. But time like dust flew fast, and the rains fell hard and cold. Now the path to what was home, just a memory grown old. Wagon cries in the wind like it mourns the love we'd been, holding on to the ghost of her whisper soft and close. In the creaks of aged wood lies the tale of what stood. This wandering soul abides with the wagon cries. Oh, these plains stretch wide and the nights talk back, telling tales of the scarf, the oak and the shack, and every star a story
every breeze her side on these endless roads where old lovers lie. Wagon cries in the wind, now it's just my weathered skin, feeling every crack and moan of a heart that's turned to stone. Yet this love won't cease, like the oak it finds its peace, where the wild lands stretch wide, under starry skies I ride, with the wagon cries. Oh, the wagon cries.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild winds have spoken, lies the house where my heart first came undone. Wooden beams and faded dreams, porch where we lay talking, now just echoes of the setting sun. Silk scarf she left on the railing still dances with the gale, like her whisper, it haunts this hallowed ground. Old house left behind, with your windows worn and blind, can you keep her laughter locked inside your wall? Dusty roads I roam, no more to call this home, just a ghost in boots, trapped in time's unyielding claws. Seasons turned, the fires burned, and the rivers all grew colder, as the trail from your door wore thin with rain. Saddle so I rode once more, but each sunset made me older, under skies that whispered her name in vain. That gravel path now overgrown can't lead me back to before, when the world was ours and love was wild and free. Old house left behind, with your hall so undefined, do you hear my heartache echo through your rooms? Wandering soul I've become, under this relentless sun, chasing shadows in the twilight's loving gloom. Water still remembers how our dreams flowed like the currents in the spring. But those waters took you east to where the city's heart dismembers all the beauty and the peace that nature brings. Old house left behind, where my roots are intertwined, I leave you with her memory, but mine I cannot free. Every whisper of the wind calls me back to where we've sinned, yet I ride with only dust to comfort me. Old house, keep her safe as I vanish without trace, a lonesome cowboy with the sunset as his guide. hush of dawn's first blush. By the creek where willows weep, I found a scarf light and torn where our love swore to keep. Underneath that old oak tree, carved two names for all to see. Now just go send the breeze, whispering just to me. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creak and floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rode through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now paths I walk alone. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold, where warmth once brightly shone. Old saddle hanging untouched tells more than words could say. Since you took that midnight train and life turned shades of gray. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creak and floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rode through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Oh, the rains they came, washed some pain, left puddles of the past. But deep in me the river runs to seas that hold you fast. By the oak the scarf still flies, a flag of what's no more. In the winds across the plains, I hear you close the door. Boots roll through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Though I trek these hills and valleys through the whispers of your laugh. Boots rode through, and I'm just shadows of the past, catching photographs. Yes, boots rolled through, and my heart's a worn out map of your footpaths. Down where the oak trees meet the dusty bend, I recall the scarf you wore against the wind. The back road sank neath the weight of our old Ford, each rut in that gravel, a chapter of words we'd stored. Sunset painted stories on your face, whispers of a love time won't erase. Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory might guide a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back road sank, my heart did too, under that evening sky of fading blue. The porch still creaks at our cabin, warm and old. Every board a tale of the secrets we told. But now the fireplace ash is cold of land, no warmth within to hold back the night's rain. What once was a haven, now just empty space, haunted by the ghost of your tender grace. Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory might guide a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back road sank, my heart did too, in the quiet whispers of a love once true. Boots have wandered far, yet circle back to you. Each
each dusty mile a verse of love that once was true. Through the rustle of the leaves I hear your voice call a fleeting echo over the canyon's wall. So here's to the trails where our wild hearts ran, to the dreams we sowed in the soft yielding sand. Backward sank, and so did the light, leaving me with these shadows riding into the night. Back road sank, my heart forever blue under the vast eternal sky I shared with you. A slow strum of the guitar fades as the last note echoes like a whisper in the wind, leaving an imprint of a love story that, while ended, forever lingers in the air and the land.
Out where the oak tree shadows stretch, neath the setting sun's fiery sketch, there's a dusty trail that winds and haunts with the whispers of my love's soft taunts. We danced on gravel where the creek bends low, her laughter mingled with the river's flow. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing footfalls, a ghost in the bone, where wildflowers dared to claim the land. Her gentle touch vanished from my hand. So I ride past with the dust my shroud, among these haunts where love once bowed. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. In the silence of the night I hear her call from the shadowed woods where old oaks sprawl. No tether holds nor time's harsh decree can steal the moment she shared with me. So I wander these roads under starry domes, a cowboy's heart finds no final home. The trails I ride with her memory fraught, and timeless road haunts forever caught. Oh, my heart, it bleeds beneath each star, chasing a love always near yet far.
Out where the oak trees shadow old gravel roads, I found her scarf a whisper among the ghostly oaks. Under her sky bruised, purple by the dying sun, memories stir the dust where our rivers used to run.
The canyon echoes, her laughter in the breeze, swept through empty cabins, rustling the autumn leaves. Oh, the canyon haunts with its shadows so wide, where my heart lies buried on the wilder side, in the hush of the twilight, where the cold winds weep. Her memory holds me, but never sets me free. The porch swings lonely, the saddle's worn and old. No more tales by the fire, just the silence of the cold. The trails we wandered, now faded, overgrown, like the promises we made, now just stones I walk alone. Rain taps on the window like her gentle pleading eyes, asking why love's fire fades beneath the endless prairie skies. Yes, the canyon haunts with its shadows so wide, where my dreams turn to whispers on the wilder side, in the hush of the twilight, where her soft ghost cleaves. Her memory holds me, but binds me, but never leaves. In the stillness I wonder, as the stars peer down, if love's just a moment's grace in this vast unending town. Can the heart reckon what the wild wind knows, that love's a fleeting shadow where the bitter river flows? Oh, the canyon haunts, and I'm a shadow too, roaming ever restless beneath the weeping moon. Yet in every whispered wind, in every shifting stone, she's the lingering sigh that I'll forever roam. Her memory holds me, haunts me, I'll never be alone.
Out where the oak tree shadowed the dusty road, I met her laugh under the gold of a setting sun. The breeze carried tales from those weathered stones, of her eyes like the wild creeks where dreams would run. But her laugh said nothing of the coming night, no whisper of winters, no trace of the frost. Underneath the starlight, where our hands fell right, her laugh said nothing when everything was lost. We traded promises on the old porch swing, scarves that smelled of pine, tales of springs to come. One morning the saddle lay cold, no echo in her steps, left a cabin empty as the prayers I'd hung. Her laugh said nothing of the empty rooms, no hint of the dust that would settle our dreams. Once her warmth bloomed through the glooms, now just shadows play where our laughter had been. Now I wander these trails
as the day, as the sunset bleeds over land she once stood. I know part of me was lost, part forever will stay. Her laugh said nothing, and the silence grew a canyon deep where my echoes fall. In the tender quiet, I still look for her hue. Her laugh said nothing, and yet it took all. In the whispers of the wind, I still call her name. Her laugh said nothing, still I love her just the same.
In the shadow of an old oak tree, where the creek sings tunes to stone and sweet pea, there's a trace of a path where she walked barefoot every summer's eve. My heart where she put her laughter hung on vines, wild and free. In the whisper of the leaves, she still speaks to me. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her ways along creek banks where our dreams used to lay. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday that my heart can't allow. Barefoot steps, oh, they echo so lonely and tender. In the rustling silence, my soul surrenders. Years flew like dust on a long gravel road. Her scarf still on the porch, fading like the love she once showed. The cabin stands empty where laughter danced in rooms. Now just shadows play in the afternoon gloom. The saddle rests untouched, the horse long since gone. Like the sunsets we watched, my days draw long. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her warmth in the chill of the night when the stars looked torn. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying echoes of us that my heart can't allow. Barefoot steps, oh how they mourn what's tender. In the rustling silence, my heart remembers. There's a wisdom in the hills, an old tale in the stones, telling me love's a journey, not just two souls. Though her path veered away under wide open skies, these lands hold her whispers, her sweet goodbye. Oh, barefoot steps, keep her memory mild through the wild oak shadows where we once smiled. Let the wind through the oak bring solace somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday. Softly now, barefoot steps, I'll walk you in my dreams forever, where every step is a memory and hearts never sever. Out on the edge where the oak trees whisper, I first met her in the spring's soft glow. We danced 'neath stars near the old creek's murmur, where the wildflowers dared to boldly grow. But her goodbye said nothing, left me holding a dusty scarf, the color of the dawn. Echoes of hoofbeats fade and growing in the silence where her shadow's gone. Years rolled like thunder across these plains. The porch still creaks with her absent steps. Through summer storms and winter's icy chains, in the saddle I roam where our sun once set. Her goodbye said nothing, but these old trails speak her name with every gust that weaves along the gravel roads beneath the veil. Twilight's breath, my heartache cleaves. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's low. Just a lone coyote calls to the moon's pale light, and these whisper secrets the winds won't blow away. Keep me searching for her in the night. Her goodbye said nothing, yet it echoes loud in the rustle of the leaves and the creek's soft side. Underneath this vast, unending cloud, I reckon some goodbyes don't mean goodbye. Her goodbye said nothing, a silent pact bound by the land where our memories lay. On this lonesome trail, there's no turning back. Her goodbye said nothing, and everything in its way. On a tired old porch where the sad moonlight weaves through the cracks of the boards like stains in my sleeves, there's a whisper of you in the sigh of the trees, and the scarf you left sways like a prayer in the breeze. Old cabin holds echoes of our laughter's lease, now just shadows that flicker with each cold increase. Oh, the porch waits like my heart in the dimming light for the steps that once danced in the dust of twilight. Each creak is a call through the silence of night. Porch waits and I'm lost in the drift of your sight. The gravel road's quieter since you took your leave, and the rain smells of memories that I can't conceive. Where wildflowers grew now lies a blanket of sheaves, and the saddle rides lower as my spirit bereaves. Every sunset bleeds colors you wouldn't believe, but they fade into gray as I sit here and grieve. Oh, the porch waits like my heart in the waning glow for a whisper of footsteps from the life I know. Every sunset's a memory A tender low echo porch waits, and my heart can't seem to let go. Is it the wind or your voice, calling soft and slow in the whisper of leaves? In the winter's first snow, I find traces of you in the embers' faint glow. With each star's gentle twinkle, my memories flow. Oh, the porch waits like my heart, where the shadows play in the silence left behind at the close of day. Each creek speaks your name in a longing fray. Porch waits, and I'm fading in the same old way. So here I'll stay, a silhouette neath the sky so vast. The porch waits, and I'm tethered to the echoes past. In the dance of the dust where our love was cast, I'll wait till the stars and the heavens are past. In the heart of a dusty, forgotten town, where the gravel roads kissed the sun-stained ground, there stood an oak by an old wood porch, where I carved our names in the twilight scorch. Scarves danced in the springtime breeze, memories as thick as the wild oak trees. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the boards, a soft-spoken lie, echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon side. Porch closed her eyes, oh how she cried. Years flew like leaves from the sycamore, that old cabin's charm now a faded lore. The saddle sits dusty, hasn't seen a ride since the day the echoes of our love died. Rain taps the shingles, a lonesome tune dances with my heart, out of time, out of tune. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the boards, a soft-spoken lie, echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon side. Porch closed her eyes, oh how she cried. I wander these trails where the wild roses grow, searching for what was lost long ago. The sunset still bleeds, oh but it knows that even the wildest river someday slows. Yet in the twilight your shadow still shows. Closed her eyes and I swallowed the pain under the weeping low. I'll whisper your name. Every sunset that fades, it's never the same. For the porch closed her eyes in this quiet, lonesome game, and the stars once our map now just just old flickering flame. Porch closed her eyes. Nothing's the same. Porch closed her eyes. Nothing's the same.